Hey guys, what's up? It's Milkzunky. Welcome back to Isaac. So I made a grave mistake with my last Isaac video. I believe someone in the comments said do a challenge run and I said okay. So that was the grave mistake that was made. The problem is all these challenges are hard as a rock. They are extremely hard. All the ones that I have not completed: Solar System, Suicide Gang, Cat Got Your Tongue, and Beans. But we're actually going to play the Family Man. I don't think I've ever attempted this challenge. I must have unlocked it recently because I'm sure I would have remembered. But with the Family Man, you can't shoot yourself, but you have 3 familiars. 2 of the familiars can shoot. I believe it's just Brother Bobby and Sister Maggie. And then we also got Rotten Baby, which is pretty good. And we have Dad's Key for some reason. I'm really, not sure why Dad's Key was needed or why we have it, but I'm not even sure. Can Dad's Key open up secret rooms? I don't know. We'll have to test that out. I know Dad's Key just like opens up doors that are locked, and what exactly that means, I have no idea because I've never used the item. Like, I've picked up the item before, but I've never used it. I know you can use it to open up that final door if you are in the cathedral, and you want to go to the Mega Satan fight. You can, or not the cathedral, my bad, the dark room. You can use the Dad's Key to open up that door. Other than that, I really don't know what it means by open up doors. I believe you can use it to open up like the boss challenge room if you don't have low enough health to do it. So all in all, it just doesn't sound like that useful of an item unless it can open secret rooms. And if it can, that's actually pretty cool. But, so can something like the bomb that you place down, 2 hearts. I'll just use that right now. Oh! Okay, it does open up secret rooms. I actually used Dad's Key by mistake. That's pretty useful, in fact. Okay, so now that we know that Dad's Key can open up secret rooms, I'll make sure to try to remember to use it to do that. Vision. That's just like a map used for the floor. I think it gives you a soul heart too. Oh, it doesn't. I think it's Purity is the one that gives you a soul heart. But now we know that the secret room is here, so we can use Dad's Key to pop into the secret room after our boss fight here. So that's pretty cool. It'd be really cool if we had like Lord of the Flies in this fight. That would be awesome. But we'll just slowly but surely do some damage here and whittle them down over time. One of the things that you really want to get is BFFs because it makes your familiars more powerful, and for obvious reasons that's a very good thing during this particular run. So I'm hoping we'll get enough coins to get BFFs, and I'll make sure to check out as many shops as possible. Because if you get that item, well, your familiars do double damage, and then you pretty much just won the challenge. Okay, we're going to get some damage up, which I don't believe affects me directly, but it should make the flies a little bit more damaging, so Rotten Baby will be slightly better. We'll blow this up as well, because why not? We don't need bombs to go into secret rooms this run, because of Dad's Key. I guess we could go in the shop, and if there's like a BFFs on sale for 7 cents, we could get it. That's highly unlikely, but there is a black candle, which would be awesome. I'm just going to grab the soul heart, though, because with this challenge, Little Brimstone is obviously very, very good, so it would be awesome to maybe get a Devil Deal on this next floor and get Little Brimstone. I'll make a play for it. I will try. I don't think Dad's Key would affect curse rooms at all. That would be kind of cool if he, like, unlocked the curse rooms so there's no more, barbed wire around the door and it doesn't hurt you going in. I don't believe that's the case. Even though our damage is, supposedly not great because we just have familiars and nothing else, I'm still killing enemies fairly quickly. So, yeah, this challenge doesn't seem particularly hard unless you have to go to Isaac or something with it. Then that would be quite the pisser, but I don't believe that's the case. Let's check here. Yeah, because, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, shops are now going to be a reality. I'm just going to use 2 clubs here. I know it's kind of a waste. Actually, it is a waste, since I imagine Dad's Key works in the secret room as well. I'll use it anyway. We'll mostly just use bombs for blowing up tinted rocks, I suppose. Rotten Baby is just so good this run. He's really being the main carrying behind. If there's any carrying going on, it's definitely Rotten Baby. Alright, our health is looking pretty good. And with this amount of money, of course, we got to go into the shop. I don't know, man. Nothing really looks that interesting, so I'll buy this. And I'll buy this. And we'll hold on to Dad's Key because it's been doing work And now that I know it can open up secret rooms, Dad's Key actually holds quite a bit of value, and I'm really happy with the item. So another tinted rock, just an embarrassment of riches right now when it comes to tinted rocks, and we have a ton of health. Call this a challenge? This is not so much of a challenge. Yeah, but the other 3 or 4 challenges I haven't completed are extremely hard, so that's where the fun lies. So we get to go into the curse room for absolutely free, at no cost to ourselves. I'm pretty happy about that. And, you know, I mean, we're definitely looking like we're going to be on pace for a devil deal. I don't think there's anything that could stop us from getting a devil deal at this point beyond a terrible stroke of bad luck, I guess. The right play is to blow this up and then blow the tinted rock up, just to make sure we have enough bombs for everything. We get more bombs. I guess I could blow that up, bomb for a bomb. And technically that's smart because you get the very, very rare chance of getting like a black market or something, but I'm not going to do that. No secret room in that area. That's a little bit strange. Usually you find the top secret room right next to the boss, but not on this floor, it seems. Alright, Monstro, you're going down. I mean, Monstro has a lot of health, and this is not even taking that long, so the familiars are doing work, man. I did not know familiars were this good. Lucky Scab is pretty good. More luck up. Yeah, I guess we'll take Flight. And Spectral Tears won't affect our familiars at all, but at least we have Flight. I just took Spirit of the Night for the principle of it over Lord of the Pit, because we don't have our own tears. They're the exact same item. But we got Devil Rooms locked in now, which is good. And I really want that because, you know, getting Little Brimstone would be a really good thing to get. Also, like, Hive Mind would be really good, because that would just go so well with Rotten Baby. So there's a couple items in our shop, Hive Mind along with BFFs, that would make this run much, much easier. So I'm really glad we got that quarter, so we can definitely check out the shop on this floor. And I'd like to do that as soon as possible. Of course, since it's a challenge, there's no item rooms, so that's... the shop is like the main way to increase your strength, if you will. And we got a Dad's Key charge, so I'll make sure to not use it in this room, because it... well, I guess there could be a secret room along the north wall, but it's unlikely. There's no secret room along the south wall, so that lowers the chances a little bit. There is a location for the secret room there. Oh, a trapdoor. That's actually really lucky. Well, maybe. Depends what's in it. Let's give a little look-see here. Dark, or not Dark Bum, regular Bum Friend. I will take that. Bum Friend can be bad on runs where you really want to get your shops. It remains to be seen, though. Bum Friend can be a nice item sometimes, so I'm not going to judge. And there's our secret room. I figured I might as well check here, because I was about to get a charge anyway, so as long as you're going to get one of the 2 charges back, why not check in a room? So, yeah, Bum Friend is going to go for the money, and at some point I might just let him take the money, but I definitely want to have some cash laying around for shops. And we'll just go in the curse room now, because there's not a secret room next to the curse room. Turns out that was a mistake, but we could have had, like, Guppy's Head or something, which would have been, you know, a big help, I think. Guppy's Head, probably I'd give up Dad's Key for that, but now that I know that Dad's Key opens up secret rooms, I'm actually really happy with the item, so I don't even know if I'd give it up for Guppy's Head. Yeah, we'll take Lucky Toe, that's really good. Luck up. Hive Mind is just an instant buy. And we'll buy Humbling Bundle as well, because, you know, more consumables is always fun. So, now the flies from Rotten Baby will do double the damage. Okay, we'll buy this. Which just means Rotten Baby is going to be much more effective. So, yeah, like I said, Hive Mind and BFFs were the 2 things we're looking for, and we got one of those 2 things. So, I think the tower's worth it to use. Yeah, I would say that's pretty worth it. That boss fight went very well. The bombs really... range up I don't think is going to affect us at all. The bombs really hemmed in the Gertie Juniors there, so they couldn't get at me, so I'm very happy with the way that went. Unfortunately, there was no... what was I going to say? Unfortunately, there was no Devil Room after that, but there's always next time. So I want to get fairly close to the enemies, as close as I feel comfortable with, so that Rotten Baby can get his flies in there, because they're doing a lot of damage, so I want to make sure those flies hit. I also want to make sure that I'm picking up all the money, and not letting Bum Friend get to it, if that can be helped, because, what's this? I don't think that would benefit me at all. I'll blow this up. Why not? Oh. Okay, that didn't really work as well as planned. I got another bomb now, and I got Dad's key, so I don't need bombs for secret rooms, so we'll do this. And yeah, I want to definitely make sure I have enough money for the shop on this floor, just in case there is BFFs in there. So I'm going to try to get to the money before Bumfriend can, if at all possible. There's no secret room south of that room, because we already checked at the starting room. And there can't be a secret room here, because it's inaccessible. Alright, come on, Rotten Baby, do it for me. Get the fly in there. Sometimes the flies just do not cooperate with you. This would be one of those times. No, Bumfriend. Not today. Maybe next time. Not right now, though. Alright, this is a really good place to lay some bombs. How good would Magic Mushroom be in this situation? I'm not sure, but I bet it couldn't hurt. Of course, we're going to go back because, well, first we're going to use a Dad's Key charge here. That was really stupid. Obviously, there can't be a top secret room there. I was just rushing it a little bit and wasn't paying attention. But yeah, we're going to look for the shop first. That's the first order of business, and hopefully we'll get enough sense to buy something in there if there's something worth buying in there. But with Humbling Bundle, that becomes much easier, so I shouldn't worry about it too much. Humbling Bundle, you know, you get those gray chests and they drop like 10 cents, so Mom's Key would be a really nice purchase as well to get. There's just so many shop items that would be really helpful during this particular run, so I want to make sure that we get every single shop possible. That was really unfortunate damage. We do have a soul heart to pick up as well, though, so the health isn't looking bad by any stretch of the imagination. One more hit. Yeah, this is the part where we really need BFFs, because unfortunately, our little dudes are just not doing a whole lot of damage. Alright, money. Oh, wow. Black Lotus. That was kind of a waste, because I didn't need all of the HP, I realized that, but at the same time, I gotta take it. I guess I could have waited to the end of the floor to see if I lost a little bit of HP and then taken it, but I don't know, man. Alright, so I believe Dad's Key can open up boss challenge rooms even when you don't have the health for them, so that's something I want to try. So we'll wait till we have a Dad's Key charge, and then I'll see if that's true or not. I'm pretty sure that's how it was in the original Isaac, but of course it's been a long time since the original Isaac, so memory could be failing me here. So the shop must be this way. There's no other ways it could be. Could look for the top secret room as well, but that can be really hard to find if it's not by the boss room, so I'm not entirely sure where the best places to look would be. That's pheromones. Don't really need that. Alright. Let's see this Dad's Key magic, see if it works or not. Open up. There we go. It does, in fact, open up. I'll do this. Maybe not the best idea in the world, but luck up. Okay, I'll take that. I'll just use this. It might affect the flies from Rotten Baby. It might not. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's going to take a while to kill Make a Fatty because he's a very high health boss. So, was it really worth it for just a couple gray chests? Maybe not, but we did it anyway. Alright, this should work fairly well. I'm not sure if any of these familiars block the tiers. It doesn't look like any of them do, so yeah, we just had to do a bit of dodging, but that's fine. We're definitely getting to the point where I could probably let Bumfriend pick up all of the money now. And I have almost enough for the next 2 items in shops, so we should be just good for money at this point. And odds are we'll probably run into Agreed, one of those shops anyway, and like get a bunch of money from that. I'll check here. No top secret room, but it was worth a shot. Health up. I didn't really want that. Speed up. Actually, that's pretty good. I did want to speed up because I was a little bit slow. Alright, let's see what's in the shop. Compass. Yeah, I'll buy the compass. I'm not terribly interested in the bag of pills, although our pills have been pretty good this run. Obviously stuff like Tears Up just doesn't benefit you. Oh, no Dad's Key charge. We could check here for the top secret room. Nope. Alright, well, on to the boss fight it is, I guess, and we have a fairly good chance of getting ourselves a deal with the devil because it's been... yeah, we didn't get one last floor, and we didn't take any red heart damage this floor, so you would assume, one would assume that we have a fairly good shot. And we also have a soul heart to replenish here. if we spend any HP, or if we take any damage on this fight. Yep, well, we just did. So, that was a little bit saddening. So, just please no red chest, please no Krampus, although Krampus' head would be fairly hype, so I wouldn't even be upset with a Krampus' head at this point. No Devil Room. Okay, well, whatever. Range and shot speed up. I don't think that did anything for us, really. I imagine that most stat changes just don't affect the familiars at all. Not for one gray chest. Well, we'll come back to those two fires and possibly blow them up if we need the health. Right now, we just don't. I'll definitely blow up all these skulls, though. I think that's a worthwhile thing to do, usually. The tower, Judgment. Alright, well, I'll play Judgment. And it is a Demon Judgment, but I do have a lot of red hearts, so... What would we want out of a Demon Judgment is the question, however. Health up. I don't really want a health up. Coin purse. Okay, well, I would have bought that last floor, so now we didn't have to spend any money on it. 48-hour energy. And range down. I think those are completely fine. The health up is just not useful, I'm sorry. So we can, like, do a couple extra checks with Dad's key on this floor, so that's, like, the one benefit that we got out of that. Alright, well, the secret room was not there. But we can, of course, use Dad's key a little bit more liberally this floor. Some keys. And I do have enough money for the shop, so I'll try to remember to let Bumfriend take money if it's dropped on the ground. Although I'm not... Mostly what Bumfriend gives you is like consumables, and I don't really need consumables that badly, so maybe Bumfriend isn't the best way of using the money, but I don't know. Okay, there's greed, so greed can't be in the shop. That's really good news, in fact. Dang it. Well, Bumfriend, you can go to town here. He'll pay out with some stuff. I'm sure he will. Lots and lots of red hearts, which I just don't need, unfortunately. Amnesia is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Alright. This particular room just requires a bit of patience. Dang it, I backed into the dude. Oh well. I'll try to use Dad's key to find the top secret room, although no guarantees. It's a lot harder to find the top secret room when you do have amnesia, of course. And there's some nice places to put some bombs here to try to open up some chests, so that's really exciting. Kill you. I'm gonna wait till I clear the room first, because I often make this new mistake where I don't clear the room and then I blow up a bunch of skulls and they spawn a bunch of turrets, and it's just not a good time for everyone. See, look, right there, 4 turrets. If I didn't clear the room, I would have to kill 4 turrets. I believe there's Mom's hands. Yeah, there are, and there's my shop. Real happy about that. Alright, well, my strafing didn't work out so well in this particular room because yeah, dang it. I kind of got owned. Alright, that's going to be the end of you. Could use some more health, definitely. Oh, man. Well, the dream for BFFs is slowly starting to slip away. It's not completely over yet. And unfortunately, there's yet again no top secret room, so we've only had one top secret room this entire run, which was actually next to the boss room where it's supposed to be. Just a little bit suspicious, I think. Alright, the tower did like half of Loki's HP. I'm really starting to like the tower card a lot. It's starting to grow on me. You know, in the original Isaac, it just spawned bombs in random places, and it was like real bad, but now the tower, you know, actually seeks out its foes, and it's pretty good. Okay. Krampus' head. Let's go. Let's do this. If you give me a lump of coal, I will riot. I ask for a lump of coal almost every run, and there's a lump of coal, of course. Of course. Alright, well, I'll take the HP up, I guess. Very disappointed with that Krampus fight. The one run where I actually want Krampus' head, and it's a lump of coal. Alright, so we do have the compass here. So we know where we're going, but we don't know where we've been. I'm going to definitely check out this boss challenge room, see if there's anything interesting in here. Not really. I might come back for that if I desperately need money to buy something fun in the shop, I suppose. But other than that, not so much. Oh, that was a complete failure with the bomb. I guess we don't need the HP. We can always come back for it if we need it later on. I got plenty of bombs, and I have not been using them, thanks to the beautifulness that is Dad's Key. And this run, if anything else, has definitely taught me that, you know, I would not mind taking Dad's Key in a real run sometime. Normally, I would just leave that behind, because I didn't know... Oh, man. I didn't know that it worked with, Soul Hearts? No. I had no idea that Dad's Key worked with Secret Rooms, so that would have been a garbage tier item for me. But now, times have changed. Alright, so, okay, this is a great room to be in if you want some money. Bumfriend, no! Alright, well, I got 15 cents. That's enough to access the shop. What more can a man ask for? And we can just Dad's Key the shop, too. Cool beans. Alright, well, BOGO bombs... Sounds intriguing. But honestly, none of these items are that great, so I'm going to check out the arcade instead. The BFF's dream was not to be had, and unfortunately, the arcade dream was not to be had either, because we got the regular old standard arcade, not the fun arcade. I'll blow these up, and I'll let Bumfriend take any money that pops out of them. I probably should have been doing that from the start. I don't know why I picked up the money dropped from the beggar there. That probably wasn't a wise idea, but I did it. No regrets. Some regrets. Alright, we're just going to bomb out of here because I have no interest in fighting this room. Not like it's the worst room of all time or anything, but, you know, just save a little bit of time. And Rotten Baby is just beautiful. Why are you not spawning flies? Oh, there you go. I think he has to be right next to you to spawn a fly. Or maybe you just can't be on top of a rock. Or... some other factor that I'm not aware of? Oh, you have to be firing for him to spawn a fly. Okay, that kind of makes sense in a weird, convoluted sort of way. So, now we know. More things were discovered during this run I never knew, but you actually have to be firing for Rotten Baby to spawn flies. If you just chill, he's also going to chill, so... I guess you reap what you sow. The Fool. This is where your journey begins. I don't think the Fool is useful for us. For any sort of reason at all, in fact. Ah, we could just go into the boss. Yeah, why not? Avoid having to fight one zombie. Unfortunately, we're a little bit too late for a boss rush, so we can't steal an item with the Fool. As cool as that would have been, it's not gonna happen. That would have been really funny, though, in a challenge to do boss rush and rob the game blind of an item. Man, get away from me. This is just really going quite poorly. I'm pretty sure this is a heart run, so we're not going to be done after this fight. Fairly certain. And if I'm wrong, well, I'm wrong. It's happened before, but it would make sense for this to be a heart run. It seems like you're powerful enough that just killing the regular mom seems a little bit on the easy side. But at the same time, you're not really powerful enough to, like, kill Isaac or anything. If it is an Isaac run, oh man. This, we could be in a little bit of trouble here. But I believe there's only 2 challenges that go that far into the game. There's the Eve one where you have to beat Shale, and then there's the one where you have to beat Isaac. Which is one of the challenges we haven't done yet. That's the Suicide King challenge, I believe. Yeah, we still gotta do that, and I'm really not looking forward to that challenge, because that challenge is just not a barrel of fun. So the dream here is to get a Devil Room. We got the Devil Room. I guess it doesn't really matter which we take, so we'll take the Polaroid. And, darn. We'll take Contract from Below. I was really hoping for Little Brimstone, of course, but it was not to be. It does look like this is a womb run. But of course it doesn't show the floors after the womb on the pictogram after you complete bosses. So it very well could be down to the cathedral and I just wouldn't know it. Oh boy. That is a lot of bombs for one man to handle. We probably should have checked out the compass first, I guess. Oh, man. Bum friend can just go to town here. Hopefully he'll give me some soul hearts. That's so much money for him. So much money for a young bum friend to handle. I don't believe Curved Horn affects me. It might affect the tiers, but I don't believe it does. But it could. I don't know. We'll leave Curved Horn behind, because if it does have any effect on us at all it does is slightly raise the damage from the rotten baby flies, which is not a bad thing. You know, I mean, those flies are doing work for us. They're pretty much carrying us. It's by far the best item we have, but at the same time, I'm kind of liking the Lucky Toe, because that gives us more chests, and more chests can lead to more soul hearts, and more soul hearts can lead to more super happy fun time. Okay, just give us all of the consumables that we could possibly ever imagine or desire. That's fine with me. Yeah, Rotten Baby just does so much work. It's insane. Mom's Heart is going to be an interesting fight, to say the least. As in, I'm not really sure how we're going to survive it. Okay. Here's a golden chest at long last. Go for it, bum friend. I'd really like a soul heart payout here. I believe Demon's Tail does make black hearts more common as drops. Sounds good. I don't know if it sounds good enough to take it, though. I'm looking... There we go. There's a Tinge of Rock. I knew we'd find one. Well, I didn't really know that for a fact, but there's a pretty good statistical probability of that happening. And we have a Double Trouble boss fight, so it's probably Mr. Fred. It could be double bosses from earlier on in the game as well, lower tier bosses. Let's hope it's Mr. Fred, though, because Mr. Fred is pretty easy. Oh, man. Oh, man. This fight is just not going all that well. It's pretty much just Rotten Baby carrying the day here, because the rest of our dudes do next to no damage. I mean, which is okay, but at the same time, why I said the Mom's Heart fight was going to be so interesting is... Oh yes. It's just the fact that Rotten Baby is going to have to carry us, and you have to get fairly close to the heart in order for the flies to hit it. So we're going to have to be trying to dodge tiers, but also getting close enough to the heart for Rotten Baby to do his thing. So I'm a little bit worried. Mom's Toenail, that's an interesting proposition. I don't know if it's a good proposition. Cursed Skulls. Oh man, like all of the bad trinkets right here. No soul hearts, really? No soul hearts, but we do get the left hand. We've already been to the secret room. We don't need to go to the shop. I will take the left hand. And 40-hour energy. Just because if we could get a couple extra... I mean, we have pretty high luck, remember. We've got, like, I believe 2 luck upgrades. Oh, mate. So, yeah, we should have enough luck to, occasionally anyway, get some chests, and possibly... You can't open up the floor to the, or door to the next floor here, right? Can you? So, Mr. Fred should be super easy. Really the only boss, I mean with Flight anyway, Mr. Fred's real easy. Really the only boss that I'm worried about is the hearts. I'm actually very worried about the heart. And I'm going to be super worried if the heart isn't the last boss that we have to fight during this run. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, you just got to scoot back a little bit when that attack comes. Just as I said, Mr. Fred will be super easy. We take damage, of course. That's how it goes, right? Okay, well, if you are paying attention, this boss fight is really easy. There we go. Idaho. Alright, goodbye. No, not yet. If that fly gets you, yeah. It's down for the count. So we'll get a speed up, which is actually pretty good. I needed a speed up. We'll take the luck up. More chests, which means more red chests, which hopefully means soul hearts. That's the plan, Stan. Alright. And we're going south-ish, it looks like. We could use Dad's key to go into the boss challenge room. I have a feeling, though, that that's highly likely to be more harm than it would be good. If we brought the Fool card along, it might be smart, but it's probably just like a couple great chests, and we'll more than likely take damage fighting the bosses. So that's why I don't think that's a good idea. Anyone else alive? You are, of course. Alright, well that was quite the interesting room. We could just bomb our way through every single room, of course. But at the same time, that's no drops, which means no red chests. And I'm really hoping for a couple red chest drops to pay out with soul hearts here. It would also be nice to get like a 2 of hearts or something for a bit of extra healing. Because we do have enough red hearts where that would come in handy. Or like a full health pill or something. I don't even think there is a full health pill in the rotation this run, but, you know, just something like that. Lover's card. Just for a little bit of an insurance on this boss fight. Alright, you guys can die. Especially you. Ah, there we go. 2 red chests. Like, that's exactly why I picked up left hand. I don't know what Pandora's box does in the womb, but... Oh. 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 Okay. I actually don't mind that at all. Not one bit. Even though we've already seen the Bible earlier on in the game, but I believe it was at a shop and I didn't take it. So, the Bible is actually going to be really, really good in this particular instance. You know, I was worried about the mom fight. Well, not really anymore. Because the Bible, the Bible, will one-hit her. You want to shoot your flies? That would be nice. That's kind of why I'm paying you here. No more Dad's Key, but we did hang on to Dad's Key for like the full run, which is almost the full run, which is the first time I can ever say that about the Dad's Key. So there's that. Alright. Hello. Goodbye. Run over, right? Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? This is legitimately a cathedral run. Wow. I don't know how the heck I'm supposed to kill Isaac. We'll try it, but man, I have no idea what I'm gonna do, to be honest. I think we might be screwed. Hope for lucky chaos card, I guess, but other than that, this is probably going to be one of those challenges that you do more than once. There is a library, so we can, you know, I guess pray for something good in there. I just didn't want to deal with that room. I honestly don't want to deal with any of these rooms, but you have to sometimes. Sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do, right? Okay, what's in here? Save me. A jump icon is not going to do it. Necronomicon is not going to do it. I don't believe this is going to do anything for us. Or this. Wow. Just not a lot of options. I don't think any of these books benefit me. I was really hoping for, like, a Book of Shadows. Necronomicon, maybe? Yeah, none of these just... None of them do anything, so, none of them do anything all that productive, I should say. Oh, man. Alright, bum friend, give me something. Okay. You gave me a bit of health. I appreciate that. This is the way to the boss. We're going to have to clear out rooms, though, and hope for, like, you know, the clutchest chaos card of all time. And that's, like, the main... Our main hope for victory here. You can kill the Haunt really easily with bombs. So that's going to be our general strategy here. No payout from that room, which I'm very disappointed with. Okay, this... Finally, we get a fairly easy room. I say that. Nearly took damage there. But yeah, we just don't really have much of a chance against Isaac because I just don't do damage unless I get really close. And if I get really close, I'm going to get hit. Maybe. Huh. Okay. Could we somehow take Mom's knife, and would that work? Because it's technically not tears. Let's see. Nope. That was my best idea, to be honest with you. Alright, well. Oh, that doesn't open up the door to get out? I thought it would. Alright, well, we're going to have to do the boss challenge room. I was hoping that the knife would somehow work. I mean, I'm sure that was a little bit of a stretch, you know. If Mom's knife worked in this challenge, that would kind of invalidate the challenge a little bit. But no, it didn't. And that's the run. So, yeah. I didn't really have a good enough build to beat Isaac anyway. So, Honestly, the best way to beat this challenge is to get little brimstone and BFFs. And if you don't do that, get a lucky chaos card. Other than that, you're probably screwed. And that's always a fun thing to keep in mind. But that's why I don't do the challenges. If you wanted to know why, that's why I don't like the challenges, is they're quite difficult. And I could get them done. I could do like 5-10 attempts with each challenge, and eventually, you know, get a lucky run where you get a good item that invalidates the challenge and then beat it. But that's not very fun. So who knows, maybe I'll do them one day, maybe I won't. I'll see you next time though. Farewell.